You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
The heroes are back. Beards talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Batter Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. Free 99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Danny, the Herons are back. Welcome to another episode of the Batter Herons podcast. We are your host, Chris Duran, and alongside me, I got Daniel Granada. How you doing, buddy?
I just accidentally punched the crap out of my mic right when I was about to talk into it. So that's a smooth start. It's a smooth start.
Nice punch.
What's going on, Chris? We're here. We're talking Messi today. So,
Messi. I mean, Soccer Daddy says it right here. Messi this, Messi that. Messi is the GOAT.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we're talking definitely GOAT today. Today is the 2-year anniversary of Messi's debut with Inter Miami, the Hollywood ending when he hit that free kick goal against Cruz Azul. I was there. I was watching it live. I almost felt like I was like, this could go in, but when it went in, it was still surreal. I think it's the most fun I've ever had at a sporting event.
It was fun. I was there too, and I remember being there with Jose. He was super gassed. Everybody was just excited. This is the greatest player of all time coming to play for a team in the MLS.
Yeah, and I remember we had the conversation when we knew he was going to make his debut. We're like, is he going to start or is he going to come in as a sub? And we weren't sure, but we said if he comes in as a sub, it almost feels like it makes the moment a little more special, right? Because if all 22 players are on the pitch and they kick the ball off when the game starts, it's cool. But the fact that he got his moment to check in, and I think my favorite part, and I brought it up on the show in the past, is that he checked in for Kremaki.
Yeah.
And Kremaki wearing number 30, which Messi was cursed to wear. I know he's worn it. I think he wore it 30 in Barcelona also, but he was wearing 30 in PSG. And then he subbed out, and then you see the 10 in green as he subs in. So it's almost like symbolic, right? The 30's leaving, the 10's coming in. It was very cool. Just a cool moment overall. Awesome game.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the people that were around me were all completely litty like a titty. I mean, look, Mike V saying I wasn't there, or maybe I was. I don't remember.
Wow. How are you going to forget that game?
Yeah. Well,
there's some games that I could forget, but that one, like, let's see if it pulled it up. I'll forget it.
Oh, it's not showing. And that was him coming on.
Yeah, that was just him coming onto the pitch. And then Busquets and Joseph Martinez both came on with him also.
That's right.
Yeah, because Busquets debuted that game also. He came in after, and then Joseph Martinez, they all came in the same transfer window. So, that was a very, very cool moment. I would play the game-winning goal, but every time I do, people say that my screaming is annoying, so.
I mean, and this is it's not annoying. It's joy. It's your joy. Mr. Krabs is saying even the Cruz Azul fans couldn't help but cheer yes.
I was sitting in their section.
Yes. They were sitting in our seats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was sitting in their section, and that was a fun game. And that ended up being the only Mexican side that they had to play in that Leagues Cup run.
That's right. So his introduction was against a Mexican team.
Mm-hmm.
And John Paul is saying Chris was wrong about Messi going to the MLS All-Star game. He's definitely missing that game. I see that John Paul Terrazas brings up another comment. Messi and Alba on a yacht right now while they're interviewing Honey Mustard on This Is MLS. Oh, man, that's terrible. You think, I get my shot at interviewing the GOAT. Get Messi on the interview. Can't
And
even
then
get him
yeah,
out to Austin, Texas.
but dude, he like literally, if he plays on Wednesday, that would be his 10th game in 40 days. That's literally every 4 nights. And I know it's an All Star game and that you don't have to take it too seriously, but still, you run like I don't know. I look. I just hate All Star games. I hate them in all sports, honestly.
So he's not going.
No, but it's not been confirmed whether he's going or he's not going. So nobody said no, nobody said yes. Everybody keeps talking about how they're supposed to go 1 game suspension. So we'll see. But no, nobody said anything yet.
We'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah.
look, I mean, we might move on to a different sub here. So with Rodrigo De Paul debut in the League's Cup, you just went from a premiere of League's Cup for Messi to a potential League's Cup premiere for Rodrigo De Paul.
Yeah, even though he was at the first day of preseason training for Atletico Madrid today, which I thought was weird.
I mean, because like legally, he's still like
A player with
contracted
Atletico
with
Madrid,
them.
yeah. I still thought
So,
that they would keep him off, but yeah.
well, that
And
would have,
Jack
I
Hart,
think, raised some
eyebrows.
stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Jack Hart says that he thinks Messi will play in the All Star game. They haven't said that he's not yet, so we'll see. Maybe he does. I don't think he will.
Oh man, Miami King's asking, don't do it the All Star game. Respect soccer. I mean, but this is America, Miami King. Come on, you know we're made of All Star games.
No, and I've said this so many times before that people don't realize the MLS. Everybody wants them to be like as good or better than other like leagues in the world. They don't care about competing with the other leagues in the world. They care about competing
Yeah,
with the other leagues in the United States, if of the other sports, because right now, because
yeah. I mean, realistically, it's we're trying to compete against all the leagues in the United States. Because if you try to compete against leagues all around the world, you're competing against juggernauts that have been around since the since England was bringing people over to the United States, like in 1800s, 1700s.
yeah, it's well over a century, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with you. It's you're not even doing anything. It's too much history to compete against. There's just no way that you can be able to compete with that much history. I mean, we're talking about like, for example, the MLS. You know, in the 90s is when the MLS started, right? We're trying to compete against baseball and hockey. Like we want to beat those sports, not soccer worldwide. So,
and that's why they won't get rid of the All Star game. Which, but believe me, I'm not a fan. But I'm not a fan of any All Star game in any sport. I think they all suck. Anyway,
I do like skill
yeah,
competitions.
yeah, those are cool. Those are fun. Like I don't watch the All Star games, but I usually watch the skill competitions. I think those are fun. But the actual All Star games, they don't excite me at all.
And
All
yeah,
Star
go
games
ahead.
are in the USA, Miam. Um, they're not important per se, but people like to just see all the stars in one place. Like hypothetically, let's say in Europe they had an All Star game. All Star.
Oh, there goes the microphone again. Uh, look, I'll answer it with the answer that I was going to give. Are All
Fix.
Star games if All Star games are important in the USA? It's a weird thing because All Star games technically don't really matter. And in all actuality, like the players don't even try their hardest. Like they know that it's like a friendly exhibition just to put all the best together on the same field. I think in the only sport that it matters is baseball, where the winner of the All Star game gets home field advantage in the World Series. That's really, I think, the only sport where it completely matters.
They did away with that already.
Oh, okay. So it actually doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form, anywhere.
No.
In the NFL, they were going to Hawaii. I think they're going to Orlando now. So they even got
Uh-huh.
demoted in their All Star game, their Pro Bowl.
But the baseball one, they were trying to make it matter, so they put the championship home field advantage on the line. That's how little players take it seriously. But fans just like to see all the players together, and it's like when you say like team of the year, that's
Yeah.
their version of team of the year. They just do it halfway through the season. So whatever, it's dumb. Anyway, so 2 year anniversary, Chris. We're 2 years in. general thoughts, as we like to say. 2 years in, how are you feeling with Messi? Has it been a success? Did you expect more? Like, what are we feeling with Messi?
You know, it's weird because I feel like the easy answer is a success, right? I think that there's been
Really? Because
growth
I
in.
feel we had Fabian Rankel on, which, by the way, he's going to be on the MLS show tonight. He said that he feels like it's been a failure up until this point.
Well, it's a weird thing because I think the easy stance would be it's good because more eyes are on the MLS, but I don't feel as confident now looking at it 2 years, later, that there's a strong enough of a fan base that's going to stay after he decides that he doesn't want to play anymore. So I think right now it feels like it's a success because there's more people paying attention to MLS.
What
But
about
I
Inter
feel
Miami wise? We'll talk about the
Inter,
MLS wise at 11 o'clock. Battered MLS fans, if you guys want to hear about the MLS conversation. But Inter Miami wise, what do you feel? Messi, has it been a success? Was it worth the sacrifice in the 2023 season? Like, has it been a success? They've only won one trophy. I mean, if you want to call Supporter Shield a trophy, I guess, but they've won one trophy so far. Like, has it been a success?
that's tough, man, because it's really sincerely, it's you're not wrong in saying that it hasn't been a success
I didn't
because
say
we
it hasn't.
didn't.
I'm asking
No,
you.
I know, but I'm just saying. I think Inter Miami wise, I feel like it's a success because this team and this organization wants to go to higher places. And they've done so in obtaining Messi. They've gotten the chance to go to the World Cup. We've won a trophy that is somewhat respected uh continentally wise, I guess, North American wise. Um I would say it's a success, but it's not as like obvious as people would think it is. It's kind of close to where you can compete and say it's not a success.
So what you're saying is that you feel like it's been a success, but it isn't as big of a success as you thought it would be.
Correct. I thought we'd have an MLS Cup by now. I thought
It's
we'd
only
have an
been
MLS.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we would have had the MLS Cup the year that he joined.
And we could have
To
made
be
the
on,
playoffs if he didn't get injured.
yes.
Because we were right there with the game in hand, and then he got injured, and things kind of fell off. So we could have made the playoffs that first year.
And the second year, I think it's just unfortunate. That's just how the playoffs work.
Brad
Where you
Guzan.
just, yeah, you get Brad Guzan, right? I mean, but I felt like we could have won one of the 2 years, and the first year I think would have been like catching fire.
Well, yeah, Messi when he first got here, we wouldn't lose with him. It took
Yeah.
us all the way into when last year was that we finally lost to an MLS team. Was it like Atlanta, like in May? Like we just were not losing with Messi on the pitch. It took us a very long time to finally start losing with him on the pitch. So yeah, I think that maybe we would have had a good chance to win it that first year, but he got injured than last year. So you feel like it's a success, but you expected more.
I expected more, and on top of that, I mean, you would. I honestly was expecting that the stands would be filled every single game. I honestly was expecting every single game people to be here, filling the stands. Like I thought that there was. I mean, and there's been a turnaround in terms of like the fan base showing out more than they were before Messi got here. I remember those days too, and it is different. It is better. There is more people showing up, but I feel like, I mean, if you have literally the Michael Jordan times 100, because this is internationally coming here to the MLS, I would have expected more people to come to the stands.
It's in North Broward.
You're telling me that if Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player supposedly of all time, goes and plays for the China League, you're telling me that the stands aren't going to be filled in the China League
Well,
to watch Michael Jordan play?
I think if Messi goes to China, they'll be filled. But here in the United States, soccer isn't the most popular sport.
But in China, basketball isn't the most popular sport.
It's up there, second.
It's one of the. It's no, it's not second. That's for a different debate. It's not second though.
I think it might be. It's definitely not worse than third. Here, soccer's fifth.
No, soccer's like fifth or sixth.
So I mean, if you want to count college football, then it is sixth. So like, what do you expect? Because the Hurricanes are much more popular than Inter Miami are right here.
Well, but you have a lot of people that are living in the United States that are internationally from the Caribbean, from Europe, and from
Right, but
South
look,
America that
but
you
the
would
thing
think
is,
that they'd show up.
they have, and they
Mm,
paid the Messi tax. They watched the
yes, and they're
Messi,
and they're
and they're
tired of
good,
it.
and they're good. And they're like, that's it.
Yes,
I got to see the goat. If I want to see him again, I know I can go next month or next Wednesday game when the tickets go down. Like the Messi mania has been great, but 2 years in, you get to see him all the
it's wearing
time,
off.
and I
Yes,
think that you should take advantage because you're not going to see greatness like this again. But like people aren't breaking the bank to go see Messi. Everybody's like, oh yeah, but when he goes to New York and when he goes to Chicago and Dallas, oh they sell out. Well, because they don't get to see him ever.
yeah,
We literally see him like in the
every
next
day. Yeah,
on Saturday, from Saturday to the following. So like in a span of 2 weeks, I'm gonna see him 4 times if he plays every game.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna see him in Cincinnati and 3 Leagues Cup games in a span of 2 weeks. Like we've seen him a lot, and I think
Yes,
I mean I appreciate that he's here, and I like going to go see him, but that's why I think that the stands aren't always sold out, but we're still one of the best attended stadiums in the league. It's
yeah,
just that MLS in general doesn't sell out necessarily.
yeah. I could see that.
Statistically,
Do you think it's been a success?
yes, yes. Even thank God we won that Leagues Cup. But let's say hypothetically we didn't win the Leagues Cup and we would have 0 trophies right now. I'd still say it's a success as a fan
Ooh, okay.
because
No hardware, huh?
just because, well, I mean, if we don't have any hardware by the end of this season, then maybe I'll change my tune. But I mean, in the aspect of when you're watching, you always expect to have hope.
Yes.
And not all teams can say that. And believe me, I'm a battered fan. I know. But like Messi's on my team. If we're down by a goal and it's minute 90, I still think that we have a chance. Um, so I'm glad that we got the Leagues Cup. So we got the Leagues Cup. People want to count the Supporter Shield. You can count that if you want. Um, but look, I really do think that it's been a success. It's been a success because he's made this entertaining, must watch TV. He has 58 goals in 68 games, which is absurd, where he had in
Wild.
25 assists and an MVP, which is it. It's just been fun to watch overall. And then he's bringing over Rodrigo De Paul, which is a great get. We got Busquets, we got Alba, we got to see the last year of Suarez being good, you know. But we do need to win a trophy this year.
And Boombot 99 is saying, I mean, the Inter Miami brand has grown worldwide in just 2 years. That's true.
Look, and Inter Miami, and we've talked about it, how smart they were with the branding, right? They made this pink. No other team's go-to color is pink. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know why I said go-to. I just blanked on what you would really say. But they're no other team has pink as their main color, as their primary color. Inter Miami does. And this kid, you saw this everywhere.
Yes.
When Messi first arrived. You see this everywhere, and when you see a pink soccer kit, you know it's Inter Miami. So yeah, it's been success in many ways, and he's made us relevant. Like, you know how wild it was to watch the knockout stage of the Club World Cup and to see the Inter Miami logo there. Like if Messi isn't here, we don't
That's
sniff
not there.
that tournament. No, we
Yeah.
don't sniff that tournament. So yeah, man, I think it's been a success. It's had its great moments. It's had its fun moments. It's had its frustrating moments for sure. But yeah, I think it's been a success.
And what about statistically? Because you were going to bring that up.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. 58 goals in 68 games. He's almost at a goal a game. Just in the last 7 games, he has 12 goals. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous what Messi's been doing. And you just have to, like, how could you not just appreciate what you're watching? Yeah,
I
the
mean,
pink shirt is everywhere.
Miem is saying the pink shirt is in Germany too. Isaiah is saying it's a success. I knew nothing about MLS before Messi and Busquets arrived.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, and yes, a lot of people are like, oh, people are gonna leave when Messi leaves. Maybe, but there might be some people that stick around.
I'm sure
Now,
there is.
now I will tell you when we get on the MLS show at 11 o'clock. I said that it's been a success for the battered hair for Inter Miami, but battered hair also, but for
Yes,
Inter Miami. But at 11 o'clock, when we talk about MLS, I think it's a little different
I
because
think it is.
I
I think it
I don't
is.
know I don't know if it's been necessarily a success for the MLS, but like I said, we'll get into that
It's going to be a
conversation
good
at 11 o'clock.
discussion.
Yeah. All right. So coming up, we got the Leagues Cup, and we have three. I forgot what. These are Mexican teams that I never even heard of, like, outside of Pumas. I'm curious what the chat thinks, and also what you think, Chris. Do you care about the Leagues Cup? Because last year, everyone said lose on purpose. We don't want the Leagues Cup. We don't care about the Leagues Cup. But I feel like this year I've been hearing a different tune. So I'm curious with the chat and with you, Chris. How are you feeling about the Leagues Cup? Do you care at all? Do you want them to
Well,
succeed? It's killing us schedule wise because we're playing every 3 days because we're still playing MLS games on the weekends and the Leagues Cup games on the weekdays.
I mean, look at these responses. We have Miem saying, no, we don't care. But then in the next comment, Saga Daddy says, I care. We're winning it. And then Adarsh is saying, I do care about Leagues Cup. But here's the key here, Tony. We need to win something. That's the problem. When we did this preview in the beginning of the season, I said, Leagues Cup really doesn't matter. In reality, the CCC to me was probably one of the more important early trophies that we can compete for. And that was the most, I don't want to say, yeah, I mean, we already have one of those cafecitos.
I
Danny
need a
brings up.
second one. I need a
Yeah,
second one.
you need a second one?
I need a second one.
Well, I mean, we need a second one now because we got nothing. No
Exactly.
CCC, no CWC.
Give me a second one. I want a second cafecito cup or cafetera, and I care. Last year I didn't care.
Well, this
This
I'll
year
tell
I
you
care.
this much. Liga MX just started their season. And Atlas, Necaxa, and Pumas are the teams that we're going to be playing against. And they just started their season. Atlas is in 4th place. Necaxa is in 8th place. And Pumas is, let's see here.
Well, Pumas is a legit team. That one I actually.
Pumas is in last place. They've lost their last 2 games. They're cooked.
There are only 2 games.
Well, I mean, Atlas is won and tied. Necaxa is lost and won. So, like, in reality, Pumas, we got you guys done for. You're done.
Who do they play?
Yeah.
Like, they play Club America. They play Monterrey. Like they play the big clubs.
Who cares?
Okay. Well, I care, and I feel like this is the most excited I've been for Leagues Cup since Messi's arrival. Just maybe it's the Rodrigo De Paul signing because I feel like that's going to give the team a boost of energy, and we just need something. I feel like I think that winning another trophy, and which by the way I don't think is going to be easy because beating those Mexican teams won't be easy. But if they were to somehow win this cup, this cafetera, I think it would go a long way in giving everybody a boost to the morale, the players and the fans alike. Because even the fans that are saying right now they don't care about the Leagues Cup, put us in the final, see if they're not excited to win a trophy. So I'm excited for it, and I want it.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm looking at it. Necaxa schedule. Looking at Pumas, they lost 3-2 to Pachuca, and they lost 3-0 to Emerson Rodriguez's old team, Santos Laguna. Then Atlas tied against Cruz Azul 3-3, and then they beat Puebla 3-2. Necaxa, at this point, I mean, this is the preview before the preview, guys. Where the hell are you getting this? Necaxa beat Querétaro 3-1. and they lost 3-1 to Toluca. So in reality, I'm kind of scared of Atlas. They're putting up goals, haven't lost.
Well, those games aren't going to be easy, like I said. But if they play a wide open style of game, which I guess we're going to try to get, I don't know, trying to get guests for those, it's not going to be easy. Sebas Crackball that joins us in Spanish, he's a Pumas fan.
Yeah.
I just don't know how comfortable he would be speaking in English. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want it, so it's not like last year. This year, I want them to win this. And if they win, I think it could go a long way in giving us a boost. Like if they win it, that's another trophy. I know people don't like it, but it's another trophy. Oh, no.
Esteban Dito dropping a bomb here, saying Messi should sit out for the League's Cup. Are you crazy, Esteban?
He just
You
played
crazy?
in that Red Bulls game that we thought that he should sit out.
90 plus minutes.
And there's no way he sits out the League's Cup. They want a trophy. Like the players want hardware. And Andres is asking a great question. Danny, do we qualify for the CCC if we win the League's Cup? You qualify for the CCC if you end up in the top 3. So it means if you win, the runner-up, you make it to the final, and they play a third place game. So if you make it to the semifinal, you have a chance to make it to the CCC because you then would play against the loser of the other semifinal and play for that last spot. So yes, you do get to qualify for the CCC if you end up in the top 3.
But wouldn't it be just a sham? Like, wouldn't it feel like a sham if in the League's Cup is like our only success in terms of hardware? Like, wouldn't that sort of like devalue that?
If it's the only one, yes. But
Like,
this
that
it's the next
actually is
one.
like hurtful in the future.
But you don't know what the future's going to look like. If you win League's Cup and don't win MLS Cup, then yes, it feels cheap, right? Because we keep just winning the League's Cup. I get that. But if you don't win MLS Cup and you didn't win League's Cup also, like I get it, but Jesus Christ, we're just striking out with everything. And, at some point we got to win something, right?
I mean, is this true, Danny? Artillery saying Pumas just signed Keylor Navas?
I know he went somewhere in Mexico. I don't know if it was Pumas. I mean, I'm not that I'm doubting your Artillery. I just don't remember.
All right, listen. I don't know Artillery because I'm looking it up, but I just saw an article that says Keylor Navas agreed deal to sign Keylor Navas by Viva Liga MX. So Keylor Navas agreed to sign himself.
Cool.
Even though it says he joins Pumas in other articles. So yeah, apparently they just got a gold rare card, Danny.
Yeah. All right. So League's Cup, I guess we're kind of split. Like a lot of people saying he joined Pumas. And then Miami King saying, Danny, they are the same. Bad League's Cup is nothing for Miami. I disagree.
Bad.
I don't know. I disagree. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like, oh my god, at least we won League's Cup. But once Messi retires and we look back at his time with Inter Miami, they're not gonna say, well, they might say he won the MLS Cup, but they're gonna say he won 4 or 5 trophies. But it sounds nice, but you got to win more than one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's get to it. GOAT predictions. When Messi retires in 2027, because I believe that's when he's going to retire. I think he's going to play with Miami 2 more years after this one. Tell me, how many MVPs does he have by the end of 2027? How many trophies does he have? Which trophies does he have? Give me your general prediction, your GOAT prediction for the next 2.5 years, because I do believe that he's playing all the way through 2027.
So I think he's going to win the MVP this year.
You think so?
Right? I think he's going to win the MVP this year. If he plays in the same fashion he's been playing in, I think he's going to win this year. I think next year, I mean, I don't see why he doesn't win it if he plays Wyoming. Just so you know, that was my alarm for Wyoming. So basically, I think honestly that he's probably going to have 2 MVPs, right? And how many trophies did you say? You said like total trophies, like
Yeah,
total.
yeah.
Okay, so listen, we're getting Rodrigo de Paul this year. I imagine that we're going to win the MLS Cup this year, and I think we'd win Leagues Cup this year, MLS
You
Cup
said,
this year.
oh, you think we win Leagues Cup this year? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do think we're gonna win. I'm not
No,
telling
no,
you.
no. Go for it. Go for it. Okay. That's 2.
I'm not telling you that it's a good thing. I don't think it's great that we win. I mean, if we win, whatever, like we win. But
So
I just
that's
feel
2
like it
trophies.
devalues the League's Cup. So that's 2 trophies. Next year, I don't
Wait,
know.
you
We
said
might
MVP
not
also,
have.
right?
Yes, so that would be a trophy. Okay, and then the second MVP, I'm sure he's going to win one next year. That's 4.
And
Okay,
he had one last year. That's 5. Leagues Cup
that's
from
5.
2 years ago. That's 6. Do we want to count
Okay,
supporter shield?
I mean everybody's counting it.
All right, 7.
7, whatever. Um, and I feel like next year, I don't know, man, because the issue with that is
The
Luis
World Cup.
Suarez might not be playing. The World Cup is there. Busquets might not be playing. Like, I don't know how it's going to look. Like, the MLS Cup has to be this year, Danny, because I have no idea how we're going to look next year.
No, next year I think they could win the MLS Cup because the MLS Cup is after the World Cup. I think that all the tournaments before the World Cup might be in question, just because I think that Messi might take it a little easy to make sure he's good for the World Cup. I don't think he's playing fucking 10 games in 40 days before the World Cup. Like I don't think that that's happening next year. I think his focus is going to be on the World Cup leading up to the World Cup. So the CCC is going to be really tough winning it next year, I think. And things like that. I think he's going to take very good care of himself leading up to the World Cup.
I think the CCC will be able to win next year or the year after.
Okay, so that's 8.
Yes. I mean, Jack
many,
Hart
uh,
is saying, uh-huh.
I was going to ask you, how many MLS Cups is he winning then by the time he retires?
I'd like to say 2, but I just don't know how this team is going to look next year.
Okay, so you saying about 9 trophies by the time he retires,
Yes.
which is solid.
Yes.
Okay,
Solid. That's like amazing.
I think that he gets the MVP every year that he's in the league, just because even though I think Andres Dreyer from San Diego has a claim to it because it's an expansion team, and he's got them playing one of the best teams in the league. I think
Yeah.
that if it wasn't Messi, I think they would give it to Dreyer, but I think that Messi's name holds so much weight that Messi will get it. Not that he won't earn it, because obviously
Yeah.
statistically, but what he's doing with an expansion team is wild also. But I
Yeah.
think Messi gets the MVP all 4 years that he's here. So that's 4 trophies. I think he ends up with 2 MLS Cups. I think he's going to get it this year, and he'll retire winning the MLS Cup. So that's 2. Leagues Cup, I think he gets 2. He got the first one, and he'll get one, I don't know, maybe next year or the year after. So where am I at? I got 2
I think
MLS
you're
Cups,
6
2 Leagues Cups. I got
MVPs.
4 MVPs. That's 8. I think he eventually wins the CCC at some point.
Yes.
That's 9.
And now, are we ever going to be a part of the U.S. Open Cup again?
I don't think
Are we
so.
going to play
Oh, yeah,
against Miami FC?
and the Supporter Shield, which I think that he might get 1 or 2 more of those also. So he'll get over 10 trophies, I think, if you count the Supporter Shield.
Ooh.
But I do think he wins 4 MVPs.
Baby Erico is saying, what about the Golden Boot?
He has a chance to win it this year.
Yes.
I mean, he's already tied for the lead with a couple games in hand.
No, I think he's ahead of Serge.
No. Serge scored.
Oh,
They're tied.
Okay.
They're tied at 18. Yeah. So Golden Boot. I think this is the best chance he has to win it. I don't think he'll win it after this year. I think next year, I'm telling you, I think he's going to take it easy the first half of the year next year. And I don't think anybody will blame it either, because, I mean, you got to get ready for that World Cup, because next year, that's 100% his last World Cup. He's not playing another World Cup after that. He's not playing a World Cup at the age in his early 40s. So he's going to do everything possible to be ready for that World Cup. So I think that ruins the Golden Boot next year. I think that makes it difficult for the MVP, but I still think he'll somehow win it. But I don't think that they win the CCC next year. But 2027, That's it. The last year he plays, he's going to be all in on everything.
Nick Smith saying, y'all must be forgetting this is MLS. We'd be lucky to win one MLS Cup.
Why?
Well, because playoffs.
Yeah, true.
Because
True. Playoffs
playoffs.
are not easy. That's why everybody likes
Lost
the
to
playoffs. Well,
Atlanta.
that's why Americans like the playoffs, because anything can happen. All right, Chris. Any final thoughts?
I think it's great that Messi is a part of the MLS and of our Inter Miami. I think it's fantastic to have a player of his caliber, of his greatness, playing for this team. It's a great experience.
I agree.
I feel like it's great for the for America as well to fall in love with this sport, even though it's like a weird way to fall in love with it because it's like you're idolizing a player to like a sport. But I think it's in the right path. So, and shout out to Cringe with a 199 super slam here. Says agreed, Nick. One is good enough. I'd rather win.
You're saying one trophy, like in the whole time he's here, is good enough?
Uh, well, Nick is saying y'all be lucky to win one MLS Cup. I think he's meaning MLS.
Oh, well, because I think we're gonna win it this
Good.
year. I really do think we're gonna win it this year, and I do believe that he'll retire on top. The way Messi's career is gone, I just can't imagine him not like winning the last game he plays, holding up a trophy. So that's why I said two. I didn't say next year
I mean, imagine he goes out like Higuain style.
on a baseball pitch.
Oy, that would be bad.
Oh my God! Could you imagine Messi's illustrious career ending on a baseball pitch
In Yankee Stadium?
Oh my God, that would be terrible. Oh my God.
Maybe in Queens.
Yeah, well, it might be in Queens. All right, well, I'm going to put up the video as a goal just because I want to see 2 years ago, this was the goal. Oh, man. So far, you can't even see it.
Wait, look at how happy everybody looked there. Aside from all the screaming, like look at the joy in everybody's face as you were coming back to your seats.
I've never felt that much joy at a sporting event. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I can't even describe it. Like it was just wild.
Yeah.
So,
oh, look at this. Nick Smith saying your first show after that match was when I found you guys. Haven't missed an episode since. Shout out to you, Nick. Shout out to all of you guys in here.
Yeah. I like my wife's reaction too, because right away she goes, like, it was so unbelievable, dude, for it to end that way. Yeah. The way they fouled them right at the top of the box in like the 92nd minute, it's like, it was just such a perfect ending. Yeah, man, that was such a cool moment. I'll never forget that. It was I couldn't believe it, and to think that it was just going to get better, because that month, by far the best month I've ever watched, like followed a sports team, dude. From the next game against Atlanta when they beat their ass 4-0, they played against Orlando, beat Orlando. When they went to Dallas, and Dallas took a 3-1 lead, and then it was a late comeback, which you guys have a great video. If you guys haven't seen it, watch the shorts on our YouTube channel. Go to our shorts, and you see when Messi scores the free kick goal to tie the game against Dallas, and there's a video of Chris and his family celebrating. And it's funny because other people have used that video.
Yes.
They've taken that video and they put it on their channel. Yes. But that Dallas game was absolutely wild. And then the Charlotte game was boring. The Philadelphia game was really cool because that one was, I think it was the first time we had a doubt if we would win, because Philadelphia would not lose in Philadelphia at that point. And then the final in Nashville, which I got to go to.
Yeah, that whole run was great.
Oh man, that was
Oh,
such
run
that
was
was
fantastic.
such a fun, and for it to end the way it ended in penalty kicks.
The
I
calendar.
didn't. Yeah, it went so long though that I stopped recording because you know how everybody records like a PK, but it got
Yeah,
to the 11th one yeah 11th one. I just stopped recording. I just soaked it in. It was awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, anyway, but yeah, that fun memories. It's been 2 years since that very first Cruz Azul game, which was epic, and hopefully we get another 2.5 more years of memories. Soak it in because Messi's only here for a short more amount of time. 2.5 years isn't a long time, and as of right now, it's 1.5. Right, he has the option for the 2027. I do believe he'll be here, but soak it in because you're not going to see greatness like this ever again, and we have it in our backyard. So
Nope.
just make sure that you soak it in. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to say, we're early on time, right? We usually go an hour. It looks like we're about to finish
Yeah,
a lot earlier than usual. So I will not necessarily gas bag, but there is a fact, a fun fact that I learned 2 days ago that I've been dying to share because I find it so
I've been waiting. I got an alarm on my phone
crazy.
for it.
So crazy. So, Chris, escalators, very common everywhere,
Yes,
correct? Okay. If I were to ask you how many escalators you think there are in Miami, how many escalators would you guess are in Miami?
but I would assume over thousands, maybe a
Okay.
couple thousand.
What about in the state of Florida?
I mean, in the state of the whole state, I'd say
Hmm.
millions.
Okay. How many escalators are there in the state of Wyoming? I see Nick Smith knows what I'm going.
I mean, what I would think there's like two of them. I mean, I'm
Th-
exaggerating, but I mean, Wyoming is
There's
Wyoming.
there's two.
What?
There's two escalators in the entire state of Wyoming.
No way. Like
I
only two. I was serious.
fact check it. There is only two escalators in the entire state of Wyoming. That is when I read that, I was like, I got to bring it up just because I got to share this. I have to share this little bit of new knowledge that I have because it is wild to me that in the entire state of
Where
Wyoming, if
are
you look at it
they?
on the map, it's huge. They are
Isn't
in
it? It's got one of them has to be a plaza, like a mall.
both are located in the city of Casper, specifically in the First Interstate Bank and the Hilltop National Bank.
Wow. Well, I got
So,
one that can.
so technically it's four because they count the pair as ascending and descending as just one. So I guess you can count that as four, but it's really two because it's a pair. So it's just two. So two escalators in the entire state of Wyoming.
Well, I got one. I got one that I can sort of like throw onto yours. A fun fact: did you know that there is a city in Nebraska where there is a population of one person? It is
No,
called
didn't.
Monowai, Nebraska, and it only has population of one person. This lady, who's like 90 something years old, is the mayor, the librarian, and the bartender. I'm not even lying to you. This is like real stuff here.
I mean, technically, you can call yourself all those things because you're doing it for yourself.
She literally runs a town on her own. She's the only one. Her and her husband were the only ones that were like in there for the last like 20 years. Her husband died. She named the library after him. And she has people that come and visit and sign her guest book, and all over the world go and visit this lady. I am not joking. Monowi, Monowi, Nebraska.
I
And if
remember
you look,
you brought up
uh-huh.
a fun fact once that was a complete lie, and I can't
No,
for the life of me remember what it was.
well, too bad.
Oh my
I don't
god! But
remember.
I remember I heard it. I was like, why would you even say that? You know it's a lie. And then we looked it up. You're like, oh,
And Mr. Krabs saying, did you know that there are only two tunnels in the whole state of Florida? I didn't know this. I know that there's one that goes to the port of Miami
yeah.
that they just
I
built.
would say, does that one count?
It
Because
has to
that's a
count. It's a
tunnel.
tunnel.
Yeah, but that means there's only one everywhere else. Maybe I guess.
hold on, Mr. Krabs. We got to fact check you. So,
And JP or John Paul Terrasa breaking. The paw isn't on any social media post of Atletico Madrid. They posted an Argentina post of Almada and Julian Alvarez.
Mike
Well,
V
I mean,
is
it's
saying that
happening. We've been saying it for a couple of weeks, though. It's happening. So
Mike V is saying there was one in Lauderdale by the airport. So that's the two in South Florida.
I guess.
So in the rest of Florida, there's no tunnels. That's awful.
It died. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Look, Cringe is saying, yes, her name is Elise Eiler. Yep. That's Monowai, Nebraska's mayor right there.
All right, and last thing, Chris, we had an episode where we spoke about we ranked all the kits. Okay, I think we need to update it because there's been like 25 new kits since that episode. We did that episode a little over a year ago. But your number one was what? Was it's La Noche, was it?
I don't remember.
Wow. Okay. Well, I remember what my number one was. This one. I was going to ask you if you have a new number one.
I'd say the number one that I have now at the moment is probably the dolphin one. I really like that one. I really like the.
This is still my number one. I don't think that anything's ever going to pass this.
Well, I think that is such a clean kit, and it's such a recognizable kit. It's very distinguished.
And then linking it to that moment with the League Cup and Messi and everything, there's nothing ever gonna beat this kit for me. I think this is number one. But we'll do a new rankings. But I'm already spoiler alert. This is number one.
Well, and not only that, but I think the Dolphin one is just a very local branded jersey. So a lot of locals, a lot of locals love it. So
did you see the archive kits for the rest of the teams?
Yeah, some awesome. Of them look good. Yeah,
there's some awesome ones. The San
Jose
Clash.
Rank that.
Yeah, San Jose Clash, awesome. The Minnesota Loons, awesome. The New England Revolution. The New England Revolution, Campana ruins it, but awesome. Those are some really nice.
He's a poppy. How you not gonna put Poppy on there?
All right, Chris. Any final thoughts?
No, man. Good to go. It's time to do some Espanol.
Yes, and then Soccer Daddy. The blue kit is gonna debut on Saturday. Yes. By the way, for those that didn't know, we're finally wearing the baby blue kits on Saturday, so that should be fun. All right. So like Chris said, at 10 o'clock, Espanol with Solana and Xavier Lavos. And then at 11 o'clock, Battered MLS fans, we got Fabian Ranquil to talk. He's going to talk with us about Messi. Is it a failure or a success for the league? Tonight at 11 o'clock. I mean, unless Fabian has changed his tune since the last time we spoke to him a couple months ago. Back then he said it was a failure, so we'll see what he says tonight. So, like I said, Espanol, Las Garzas, 10 o'clock. Battered MLS fans at 11 o'clock, so make sure that you join us if you have nothing else to do. For those of you listening on audio, we appreciate you listening all the way to the end. Please give us 5 stars, comment, review, all the good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Oh.
Doug Fung with a comment here. Messi introduced me to you guys, but let's say in an alternate universe, I wonder how this podcast would be if Messi signed for Orlando instead. Woo! Woo!
We appreciate him bringing you over here. Much like Inter Miami that made the playoffs the year before Messi got here, we were doing okay. Definitely, right. Messi gave us a boost, but we were doing okay. But definitely owe it to Messi for giving us an extra boost. And for those of you in the live chat, as always, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us for the last 50 minutes. And we'll be back again, 10 o'clock in Espanol Las Garzas, 11 o'clock, Battered MLS fans. So make sure that you join us. And Battered Herons will not be back until Thursday when we will be doing the preview for the Cincinnati game this weekend. So Battered Herons wise, we won't be back anymore this week, but look out for us on Battered MLS fans because we do have some MLS to talk about. And our 1-year anniversary for Battered MLS fans is on Wednesday. So Look out for that. Oh, shit. Messi gave you Pedri.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding us about
Pedri. And he gave us Fridge Guy. Two guys that should be tackled.
So thank you, everybody, and until the next one, have a good one.